Yeah, I believe.
Oh, angry demon noises. How about that?
Yep. That's boss.
But just to give a bit of introduction, these are both great runners, longtime members of the community. In fact, they faced each other in brackets of last year's Max Rando tournament, and jkoper beat VictorSantafe in the second round winners bracket. So, as far as I know, that's the last time they've gone head to head in a tournament. So, should be interesting to see. Can VictorSantafe get his revenge, or is jkoper just on his way to running the board?
Oh, wow. Thank you for providing that. I didn't actually know that these two had a fight in history with each other. I was going to mention that Victor, I love the way in which he plays Zelda to Rando. I, he because he uses the piano keys, and
Oh, yeah, I've seen that on his camera.
yeah,
It's
so
quite something.
absolutely. When I first saw him during a commentary, I was amazed because they said he played on keyboard, and I play on keyboard as well. And then I saw what type of keyboard he played on, and I'm like, oh my heavens, I don't have that level of skill to do that because I can barely do three blind mice on a recorder in elementary school. Nonetheless, trying to play Zelda 2, a hard rando, with just, piano keys. Oh,
Absolutely. And ooh, we only get two lives, and we only have two life bars. This is going to be a slow seed. We do, however, start with Thunder and Fairy, so
oh
two
yes. So
required
do
spells
we
we
hear
won't need to
the
look
boss?
for.
Yeah, that's great news. Oh, yeah, and DP has already been found. Nice. Let me just write.
Yeah.
Ah,
One palace we definitely don't need to look for. Oh, and we start with a candle, too. I didn't even notice that when they menued.
oh yeah. This is almost akin to the last seed I was just commentating on, the Chroma versus Trails, where they started off with only one heart container. And it was a 6 gem seed. So this one, not so much. Um,
Yeah, and one axe from that Dyra just took VictorSantafe down.
oh goodness gracious, that's the pain train is real. Okay,
But if
and
he can get this Dyra, it's
okay.
only 30 experience.
All of that. So we have Saria on jkoper's side, and let's see what spell we're gonna get from Saria. And it's it was rough. So we have life, which they're gonna need. They
Yeah. I mean,
they
hey, this would the spell would full refill their life, right?
Yes, especially with those few little bars of health. Or it could be really, really trolly and only heal for maybe 2 or 3 slivers of health on one bar. Because I've seen that shenanigans happen, and it's like, oh, that's disappointment in a can.
Oh, I
And
didn't know the strength of the life spell was also randomized. And wow, we have a magic bridge straight to the lava maze, which
yeah,
also shows that East Hyrule is using the vanilla map tonight.
yes, it does. And going through smart thing on Jay Coper's side. He decided to up his life a little bit, try to focus on survivability because,
Also, nice to know that blue Octoroks give 50 experience because that's a good farming opportunity.
yeah, blue octos, but those gators, that's real disappointment.
Yeah.
And then we have the Valley of Death secret tile over there that was, given just a red magic jar, which is always fun. And here we go with something so dark I couldn't see it, and Coper went so fast I really couldn't see it. But we did have a palace on J. Coper.
We had two palaces right there. We had a palace at Three Eyed Rock and then one just a little north.
Yeah, the one that was a little north. Wow, did you see that 700 p bag?
Yeah, that'll definitely help.
Oh, yes, it will. And we know exactly what he's going to do because Coper is always one to, go straight for attack. Like
I
he'll,
can't blame him. Don't they
oh
say the
yeah,
best defense is a good offense?
absolutely. Just take them to Pound Town and they can't pound you. So that's always a great thing. And then on Victor Santa Fe side, we have Maze Island. So let's see what goodies Maze Island has for us. Hopefully, it won't be like the last seed because the last seed only had a 20p bag and a heart container, which they needed the heart container, but that 20p bag was like getting literal wah 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 wah. That's exactly what you had to play for it. So on Victor Santa Fe's side, oh heavens, a p bag.
And only 150.
But at least it's
But,
a little bit more than 20, so it just gets a wah, wah. It'll get
but
half.
but more importantly, Coper found a heart container. And
Yeah,
going from 2 to 3 bars is pretty nice.
absolutely. So, as long as you can survive and can take a couple of hits, that's all that matters. And
I, I love how we have a magic warp through from Death Mountain to Maze Island.
right? They made it easy. Too easy.
Neither of which are vanilla. Like, I've been seeing that a lot where East and or West Hyrule is vanilla and Maze Island and Death Mountain are just something else altogether.
So, jkoper did use the red jar item that he found on the way in the road tile. He immediately casted life because he was literally knocking on death's door. Literally. And I think that's his last life before he game overs. So now he's using my favorite item, the River Devil's best friend, and he's opened up that pathway. Let's see. I think he is
And Victor Santa Fe has also taken to farming those blue octos. Oh, and nice
feedback drop.
P bag from that bat.
Yeah. And we have a magic jar grab on jkoper's side. Let's see how he's going to fare. So I think he was trying to cast the thunder spell, which did bring the pace. And he did get a P bag, which he did attribute that to magic. So right now on jkoper's side, we have 332 in terms of his stats right now. And surprisingly, he's doing pretty good with it. Some of the enemies that, you would think wouldn't pay anything at all are literally
Ooh,
100 to.
and Victor Santa Fe just found a 700 P bag at Forest Stonehenge.
Well, we know that that's going straight to attack.
So now we have three
Oh,
two three versus 333 as Coper gets the raft.
and that's exactly what I was just about to say. jkoper has found his raft. He is a very happy person because,
And
oh,
I believe there was a raft spot at Vanilla Old Casuto location.
yes, I believe that was a raft spot. And let's see, he's making the track over. Oh, let's see what town we're seeing right now. Old,
Speaking of Old Casuto.
yeah, since he has the thunder spell, let's see what free spell he's gonna get. Provided he doesn't die, because he has no magic and only literal one heart container. You know nothing.
Spell.
Spell. So New Kasuto is lit right now.
And maybe if we're lucky, we only need 5 magic containers for the woman's house in New Casuto, too.
Yes, I'm hoping that the old woman rolls low too, because I think in the last seat she was 7. And we have, well, I don't think he really cares about Fairy and Niboru, but
No.
that's
But we
like
can get a magic refill.
Yes, which will be good so he can cast that life spells. And let's see.
He got water from the fountain anyway.
Nice. He is like, yeah, I don't need it, but I'll still get it just for the sake of getting it. You know, I'll let her forever be thirsty. Be like, you can be thirsty for good.
All of
And
these characters know nothing, though.
I know nothing. Yes. Oh my goodness. This is top tier hints. So, I put in my hint list. I know nothing. Foul at GP. Well, Starfall, you already know about me and GP. I love
And here's Darunia, and
Darunia has.
Jump is here. We don't have the child, but with Fairy we could get Upstab.
Yes.
I don't know if we've checked to see if we have Upstab yet.
Okay, so it says the clue for here was go west to find the heart. Right, go west, young Link. And you're absolutely right. So we won't be seeing the jump spell right now, but it's good to know for later. And yes, Starfall, the chicken situation at GP is always fun time. So I always believe in fearing the chicken. And oh, did you see what it said for upstairs?
Yes, I was about to say how appropriate.
I know we have a love-hate relationship for poor Upstab, but dang, when the game tells you it's worthless, how bad is that?
Well, it's not lying.
That's very true. And then we have Victor getting the raft on his side. So now we're kind of even Stevens in terms of, oh, thank you so much. We just had a very kind person give
Oh,
a.
wow, yes. Corrupt Colonel, thank you for all those gift subs.
Yes. Oh, thank you so very much for helping us out with the channel and with our community. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You are awesome. And yes, even Boss was thankful too. And we have a P bag for 700 on jkoper's side.
Nice find. There was a
And
race the other night where the water tile had the gloves, and the players were looking for it all night and finally got it as their go mode.
yeah, we're okay. And Victor is now going to Old Kasuto.
Oh. Oh, and Jay Cooper must have gotten a one up in there somewhere because he's still alive.
Yes, he did pick up a one up. And
Well, that's good because those blue moas are not treating him very well.
no, not at all. And that's the one thing you can't see with the candle. At least the candle will show you what's killing you, which is, kind of like the running gag we had with the last game between Trails and Chroma. At least with the candle, you can see what's killing you because there was just so much death in that seed. Oh, it was painful. So at
Oh, and did
least
that Lizalfos just give 200? That's pretty nice.
that's absolutely right. Our lizard man decided to be, useful for once. And so while jkoper's hanging out in the Valley of Death, Victor just says, "Hi, Niboru," and bye. So,
And that one up is pretty nice because he's 100 points away from his next level and probably doesn't want to lose those.
no, not at all. And here we go. That 700 P bag will definitely give him what he wants. So we know he's going to stack that up for attack and use whatever's left, which is nothing, just as fodder, so he won't feel so bad. And I think Victor knows all he can really do is just get upstep for now. as he does not have the child for Darunia. What? Oh, it looks like he's trying to refill his magic. Hmm.
Yeah, and like jkoper, he's casting repeatedly so that his magic won't refill until he's had a chance to cast fairy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And okay.
Here's
You
Nukasudo with
pseudo.
shield. Might as well grab it. Let's see what the... five magic bars is enough.
Yes! It is 5, and he gets a heart container for it. You know what? That's that's a pretty darn good find. Because
Definitely. And we know there's at least one more heart container in West Hyrule.
yes. So now, they can go on a hunt if they want to. But all in all, I think once they get to maybe 5 heart containers, then if they find more, they'll be happy. If not, not so much. You know. And here we go. What's the Wi-Fi password? I wish I could tell you.
And queuing up our spell to see what we have in there.
Alrighty. Here's the moment of truth. We're gonna see if the spell gives us something good or if it gives us something akin to the single arrow in Link to the Past. So let's keep our fingers and toes and eyes crossed.
I think that's akin to the single arrow.
Did I
Wow.
did I literally just curse that? Oh goodness.
Yes, I think you did.
I am so sorry, but that gets a
I mean, a blue magic jar is like an insult to the integrity of the game.
It's hilarious to see. But it's like one of those things you hate to see it, but when you're in chat, you love to see it because it's absolutely meme-tastic. And I think that's the thrill that our lovely guests are watching happily. Meanwhile, Cooper's trying to escape a barrage of very heavy stones being thrown at him.
Yeah, that tile was actually vanilla, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah, and look at that, another 700 p bag.
Yeah, which he's saving to take a life level.
This is respectable.
And here's our raft.
All right, we found the raft tile. So let's see.
Maze Island.
Wah, wah, wah. That's impressive. And oh, that black blurred out the column for me on jkoper's side. Because jkoper, I think he broadcasts in 1984 rabbit ear vision, so it's kind of cool how he has that authentic look. And VictorSantafe is going to be very happy to see his heart container. But if he goes to open the spell,
Yeah, he'll probably grab shield too while he's here.
let's see.
And we found a heart container here on Maze Island, right? So jkoper will actually get another life bar.
Yep.
And nice that all those trap tiles, for the most part, are at the dead ends.
Right? At least it makes for easier traversing. And oh, here it comes. He's almost there, folks. Where he will get disappointment, like I was saying before. That's let's see, what's the best way? I used PF5 for the last race where that
jkoper's not even... Oh, I see. He wants to cast Thunder, get the points there. Now
yeah.
he'll take the magic jar. That makes sense.
Yeah, so that way he can get a full refill with the larger set. Gets the biggest bang for his buck. All right, here we go. That disappointment coming to Victor. He's gonna go in. He
But
sees it.
But jkoper's definitely planning on playing for a while then because he did not take the life level. He's going for attack, but he's going to need almost 1,000 more experience for it.
That's rather daring considering that he has a low life count. Hey, P-back! Oh, I love him. Because maybe.
Okay, he only needs 800 more experience for that attack level.
Oh,
Oh, I think he's going to dive the palace
yeah. Go for it.
as Victor bounces his way out of New Kasuto.
Yes. Hanging his head low to know that when he asked for a Nintendo from back in the day, he got an Atari. That's the level of disappointment he had just now. Like when you go and you have everything, because I did use the PS5, because last seed, when they had so many disappointments, I said that's like at Christmas time asking your loved one for a PS5, and they do a PS2 and a PS3 tied together. And be like, there you go, PS5, use math, son. It works.
So jkoper, meanwhile, has confirmed that he does not have the glove, so he can't go any further in this palace.
Nope, it is completely glove blocked. So all he can do is, with a hope and a dream, try. No, but
Has to walk out, though. Can't save and continue, or he'd forfeit all that XP.
yep. So he's got to take the long walk of shame. And the thing is, I think he's still on one life. Ooh, so if he
No, the orange iron knuckle in there dropped a 1-up.
Oh, so he's safe then. All right, his points are safe for now. And on VictorSantafe's side, he's got a stubborn eyeball that doesn't want to move. It was just like, yeah, I'm not moving for you, buddy. So odds are
Let's see
he's.
what he does with levels.
Oh yeah, that's going straight to attack, because he was at like 640 before even getting that, or at least I thought maybe it was not six but a three.
And jkoper finds a vanilla heart in a very non-vanilla Stonehenge.
Yep. We haven't seen this town in a long. We didn't even visit this town in the last season. Rip. We.
No, so this is Rudo, so we'll need the
Yeah.
goddess for uh, reflect.
Yeah, the trophy. And
But I didn't actually see how many crystals we have to place. Did you notice?
yes, it is a 4-gem seed.
Oh, and she just gave us the hint that Rebo has the trophy somewhere in Palace 3.
And Helmet Head has the glove.
So, vanilla
So
glove location.
yeah, that's. Oh, it's a 5-gem. Ah, okay. Sorry about that. It's a 5-gem.
Either way, we might be able to get by without reflect, but it certainly will make our life easier if we can get it.
Yeah, and jkoper's in Mito, and Buddy. Yeah. So Mito
Yeah,
fire, but he has no medicine for it, so
we already
that
got down stuff. Yeah, it would be interesting if we had the medicine to see what fire's tied to here.
it would be.
And another case of just using thunder and calling it a day at that. Oh, there's
Hey,
the cross.
well, all those invisible enemies are no longer invisible, so they lost their camo for today, or at least on
And
jkoper's side.
yeah, meanwhile, VictorSantafe is where we saw jkoper just a little while ago. We know that he won't be able to get past the next screen, but he doesn't know that.
Yep, and he'll be taking. Well, he may just up A because he only has 150. And this is pretty much a generous seed when it comes to killing enemies and getting, money. But I don't even. And he has no magic anyway, so we know a death is incoming. We know.
Oh, and
Hey,
there's the medicine.
so Will
Wonder if
Coper
he
go
will.
back to Nito?
Yeah. I mean, I would. I'm curious what fire's tied to.
Yeah, I'd love it. I'd love to see it too.
For those of you who aren't too familiar with Zelda 2 Rando, one of the quality of life improvements made in the randomizer is fire is always tied to one of the 7 other spells, because fire as itself is just kind of useless.
Pretty much, that sums it up. And Victor is just playing hopscotch and losing the battle because those heads were impervious. That's like playing the game Eight Eyes with, um, oh, amazing. It's a setting you can choose. Oh, really? Okay, that's good to know. When
Oh, we always play it with fire tied to random spell.
Vanilla Fire. I just push a whole lot of buttons when I'm making my seed for myself, and that's probably why 99% of them are just ridiculously over the top kind of madness. Okay, we have another heart container on jkoper's side. So,
That was the one that was promised in West Hyrule.
yes. So now he has a whopping total of 6. So he's in pretty good shape health wise. It
Yeah,
surprised.
if we have to finish this seed with 6 magic and 6 health, it's not the end of the world by any means.
Nope, because that's a life that I kind of feel comfortable going into a GP with. I couldn't do a 1 heart GP or do a 2 heart GP. I know the chickens would just decimate me. I'd feel like I was the bad end of a buffet, and it would be literally me getting tackled for food, Hunger Games style. So you gotta, love having more health. And jkoper is back in Mito for the fire spell.
Probably gonna grab a magic refill while he's here.
Absolutely. The one
I
regret.
love the short little kid that's like 1 square high.
Yeah, he like literally comes up to his knee. It's like, what are you gonna do? Stab me in the shin? I can't exactly see where he would be, you know, the fiercest and most intimidating looking guy. And did I put helmet head guards the glove? Let's see. I've got my handy dandy notebook. Hurrah.
So, fire is not tied to fairy or jump or shield,
No, which
but
is unfortunate.
we have to be around enemies to check out what it might be tied to.
It'd be funny if it was tied to thunder or it's well, if it's thunder or spell, that would explain why. Ooh, that's a big clue.
Yeah,
Uma.
but given the layout of P5, we're probably gonna need that glove from P2 before we can really do anything there.
Absolutely. But at least Jake Coper knows where he's gonna go after he gets that glove. So once he's going back to he's gonna go to P2, he's gonna smash it and get his glove, and then it wouldn't surprise me if he did make a play to P5 if he found it. And wow, uh,
Rauru is
Rauru is
Thundertown.
Rauru is worthless. Rauru, you hate to see it, buddy. Because when you get a free spell, you want to get something really, really good.
I mean, it is really, really good. We just have to start with it.
I know when you get such a generous offering, it's always good. We would treat that as like the validation chest in Link to the Past, where you just say, hey, that's the chest that is right after Moldorm. And so now we have Jake Coper, who is in Palace. Let's see. Could you let me see the column, buddy? Ooh, thank you. You saw the column before I did.
I,
Thank you so much.
I still haven't learned the columns.
Clem was very nice to tell me P2 because I was looking for the column, but jkoper went so fast that I couldn't see it.
Okay, great. So this is exactly where we want to be. He just needs to stay in
Yeah.
here. Oh, and here's Helmet Head already. And Helmet Head will give
Uh,
us a level, and then we can take another level from the crystal.
yes, which is great. And that one up. Get ready to pass Fairy if you don't have a key. There you go. So,
Yeah, so Coper passed on that level, which means, oh, and whoa, Horsehead in like what would
horse head.
normally be a Revo arena. Okay, with another one up. That's random.
Yep,
And
and
there's the
there's the
glove.
but that horse head where Rebo, but it's a good thing for the runners because Horsehead is way easier than Rebo. So,
Unfortunately, jkoper is now forced to burn the crystal. He got greedy. He should have just taken that level while he could.
oh yes, thank you for the tip. We thank you so much to DHS for giving the column breakdown for chat and for us because we're lucky. But the reason I couldn't see is just that it went too fast. But I have like my little handy dandy in my little notebook. I have a handy dandy little place where all the columns for the different palaces are, along with my crudely drawn window design for the palaces that have windows. And we have jkoper that just got the kid.
What was in Darunia? Jump?
Darunia, I believe it was jump. Yes.
Oh, and jkoper, sorry, VictorSantafe found a 700p bag. That's certainly a nice find.
Oh, absolutely.
Discovers you can't jackhammer an anti-fairy and slash at a moa at the same time.
I have a stupid question. Did Coper place the gem?
Yeah, I mean, he was
This
stuck because the only other thing he could have done, he couldn't get through the door. He didn't have the magic key, and he didn't have enough magic for fairy, so he was literally stuck. The only thing he could do was place the gem and save out of there.
okay. Because the
Oof.
reason,
Victor forced to use a fairy spell as he's on that collapsing bridge.
yeah, he doesn't want to take a lava bath. Even though lava baths can be rather, soothing on the soul, especially if you've had a long day of fighting really nasty enemies, just take a dip in the lava. And looks like Victor Santa Fe.
I mean, look at that red iron knuckle. That was its solution for a long day of fighting Link.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You've got to love, and I have no problem with being the Hyrulean lava bath hot spring seller. Just convince everybody you go in with flesh and you come out of Stalfos. So that's it. If that's ever a good reason to want to take a lava bath, there you go. You
But
get to
by the way, do we know if jkoper is in 3 or 6?
jkoper is in, let's see.
Actually, that's a room out of 5.
No, that it looked like a room because I saw the complicated window, so that's 5. Because I was told to get good on my Windows knowledge. So in my handy dandy notebook, I literally wrote because I couldn't draw the Palace 5 window because my art skills are at the level of stick figure failed kindergarten art level. So I just literally wrote for Palace 5 complicated window because
Yeah, it was my bad. I saw the complicated windows and for some reason thought Palace 6, but yes, definitely Palace 5.
No, no worries. I had to, I went through my trial of fire and chat was like so nice to me. They were like, "Yeah,
A-
got you on this one."
And VictorSantafe has found his way to Helmet Head, so he just now needs to know that he can go past Helmet Head and get the Power Glove from Horsehead.
Yes. He has to be very careful because I think he's on his last life.
And I'm not sure what his key situation is either.
No, I
So
don't
that could be a
he had.
problem.
Oh goodness, yeah, because it was a one up. But let's hope. Yeah,
Okay.
he'll be just fine. We hope. We hope.
Meanwhile, jkoper is actually able to collect keys, and as we know, the magic key is somewhere in this dungeon, and then he won't have to worry about it.
Oh, now I see why that horse head went down so quick. It was only four heart container horse head, so it just had half the health it used to have. So yeah. Oh no.
Ooh. So,
Oh,
so Victor has to go back and burn the crystal at this point.
yep, he's got to do a tactical death incoming. And meanwhile, we have jkoper who's battling it out with Guma. And
Fortunately, a low health Guma.
heck, but Guma can spank you by giving you a mace to the face. And that's exactly what happened on jkoper's side. Guma said, I'd like you to say hello to my little friend. And that's exactly what he did. His little friend was that mace. But it seems like one touch from Guma is literally three heart containers of damage at life 4. So it kind of hurts. And it hurts
And
good.
now jkoper is placing the crystal there as VictorSantafe has picked up his glove, finally.
Yes, as well as he did find a lucky one up as well. But he's got 0-0, so even if he up aid, it wouldn't really matter that much in terms of, experience preservation.
It
And
still weirds me out that Max Rando is so rando that you can continue on after placing the crystal.
right?
And here's our walkthrough all of Palace 5, in fact.
Yes, you love it. Huh?
Oh? Did he give up on the key? I guess he gave up on the key, or did he not get that hint? Did only Victor get that hint?
No, I believe jkoper got the hint.
So he should have known that the magic key is there, and that would save a lot of pain and suffering to get it.
I wonder because he opened up before he obeyed, he opened up his magic list. I think he was trying to see what fairy was costing at Magic 4.
Oh, that makes sense.
So
See
I
if
think
it was
he
better if
made,
he'd just keep ferrying.
yeah, I think he's saying, because I think fairy right now at Magic 4 is in the 30s. And with him having six magic containers, he's probably saying to himself, it's only going to get lower. So it's probably going to be not too much of a huge thing to worry about at this moment. But let's hope that that was a pretty good gamble because it could mess him up as well.
Yeah, we'll see how it all plays out.
Absolutely. And we also,
Is VictorSantafe still in P2?
yeah. No, well, that's complicated mirror time. So I think he is in P5 with those
Oh,
complicated.
yes, you're right.
So
I'm
he's,
just getting so confused.
oh, no worries, no worries. So it's, he's chilling in Palace 5. Meanwhile, it is so black on that other side. It's just a portal of darkness, you know. I can really picture Ganon saying, "You dare to bring light in my lair? You must die." Something of that nature with how dark this level is. So CDI Philip Gannon would be proud of this on jkoper's side, because that is just darkness personified. And let's
And I
see.
think this is P3 on jkoper's side. Yeah, gotta be P3.
Yeah, it's looking. I couldn't see the column to save my soul, but if I can see if it has any mirrors, then we'll know for sure that it's P3. If not, then it's probably P6 if there's no windows, because I haven't seen any windows yet. And P3 has those windows with the little cubes through them. So if I can see a window with a cube, then we'll know for sure that it's. Ooh, that's disappointment in a can. Because I
Yeah,
think,
it's kind of dark for me to read those columns.
yeah, so I'm thinking it might be P6, because P6 has no windows and still has that same design, because everything I've seen so far hasn't had any windows. But if there is a window and it's so black that I can't see it, then that's a ripperoo on me. I'll just go get me a little CNI dog, because that means I am just
I
visually
mean,
and
I'm going by they look like P3 rooms. Like you generally don't have a falling block room in P6, and these rooms are kind of typical with P3.
ah. See, you're more of the layout master.
Yeah, I know what the dungeons look like, and I go off that. But this is also like a P3 type room that VictorSantafe is seeing in P5 here.
Ooh,
Doomknocker is not playing nice.
yeah, they are being really mean spirited to jkoper. And let's see. Is there anything in chat that I need to answer? Let me make sure. Because my chat has been running so slow.
Oof, this fan-made room is not pleasant. This is just rude.
Yeah. And the enemy set is not helping either. You just want to just pound through everything and just get out. And unfortunately, the enemy's up. Here we go. We've got VictorSantafe taking on the Guma. He does have shield up, and he's
Yeah,
stabbing.
but I think jkoper was here at attack 5, and Victor's doing it at attack 4, so it's a bit
Yeah,
more of a challenge.
absolutely. And Victor did take,
Ooh,
which was unfortunate, but he does have some lives to back him up. And he's got his trigger finger on the life spell for if he gets, a mace to the face from Guma. And, the interesting part is it looked like Guma started off rather weak at half health. So
he was at 5 bars, but yeah.
he was at 5 bars. So he was a lot weaker than he normally would be.
There
Ah,
we go.
Guma, you didn't get a chance to do us proud, Guma, but we're still proud of you nonetheless. You did bring some pain with your mace. So we're still proud of you, buddy. And at least, unlike jkoper, Victor did have a key and
Yeah.
and didn't have to use the fairy spell. So, that's why I was a little surprised at jkoper not getting the magic key while he was in there. Let's
So
see.
now Victor's making that decision. Do I want to try to grind out another 120 to get attack 5, and eventually decides against it?
And look at that. looks like VictorSantafe noped out of Palace 5 too. I guess nobody wanted that magic key. Poor little magic key. It's orphaned, it's alone, it has no friends, it's in a place where nobody likes him. Oh, poor magic key. I feel you, buddy.
Oh, and we never picked up the jump spell, so jkoper can't get that key. Oh, here's Barba outdoors. Wow.
Hey,
That is
hey,
an interesting layout.
barbecue Barba. He's out there. Wow, that was a fast fire line of
And
fire.
also a little bit under health here, which is good.
Yeah, that's always a
Makes it
good
go a bit
thing.
faster.
He's also weak. Woo. Yeah, he's very weak, and that stabs hurt him a lot more than yes, DHS backyard barbecue. Gotcha. Um, huh?
Oh, Coper is intentionally. He's getting. Well, I don't know if he's
Oh,
gonna.
that's why he was
Oh,
scared.
he knew there'd be a door there, and now he'll place the crystal. Get his
Yeah,
attack 7 out of that.
yeah, because he didn't. I'm really surprised that he would want because to keep having to cast fairy so much, for door management when they were really in a palace that had the magic key that could have solved everything, because they only
Yeah,
had 2 lives.
I guess it's really a matter of how long they thought they'd have to keep looking for it.
That's true because Palace 5 can be quickie unless he's no, no, he was definitely going for attack 7. jkoper is the type of person who maxes out his attack before everything else. Unless the seed is so damage laden where he needs to focus on, diverting some of it to life. But
Yeah, but attack 7 definitely nice to be able to grab that with a crystal.
absolutely. And he'll probably do it the same for the uh, next palace as well.
Wonder what. Oh, speaking of next palace, here is a boss, Rebo.
Yes, he was in palace number 3, and he is. Wow, that horse just was like, nah. I'm not.
Wow, that was high Rebo by Rebo.
Yeah, it went so fast. Only to have to cast the fairy spell because I ain't got a key. And, he could call up someone from the Fallout universe, increase his
And he
lockpick skills.
burns that crystal. He doesn't even want Magic 5, even if it might make Fairy cheap enough to cast 3 times.
Yeah, he's going straight for attack. That's typical jkoper. He is attack, attack, attack. So he's probably thinking that you know, DP
He
is going to
forgot.
be very hard, and he's going to need damage, the ability to just put out a whole lot of damage.
So, what palace was here on Maze Island? Because this is going to be his 5th crystal, and then he can go hit GP.
Let's see.
And then
This,
he doesn't need to worry about locked doors either once he's through here.
yeah, I think this was P1.
This was the palace where we got glove locked on the second screen.
Yep, this is P for me. I think this is P1 because that's the only option he has since he doesn't have the reflect spell. So, and plus, even though it was so doggone dark out there, let's see. Oh, I see. In chat, they mentioned what jkoper's strategy would entail, in which Thank you so
Oh, so he really wants attack 8 off of this gem. He really wants to farm enough experience, which is going to be hard with Horsehead. Speaking of Horsehead, down he goes on VictorSantafe's side.
Oh, that was so quick. I blinked. Oh no. But that's usually Horsehead, though. You know, blink and he's dead. No matter what, you could be attack 1, and it's probably Horsehead, blink, and you've missed the entire Horsehead fight. But yeah, he's gonna grind that out. Does he have any more lives? I think he has one more.
Yeah, he's gotten a few one-ups, I think.
Ooh, we have potential enemies that can make you take a lava bath. Yay! Especially if he has to take the long walk back. Um,
Yeah,
um,
well, here's Horsehead.
um,
One hit at attack 7.
um that's quite that's embarrassing, man. That is so embarrassing. Okay, so jkoper is going to be farming just to get enough to get to 1120, so that way he can put the skip up.
That's the next magic level. He then has to farm to the next health level to get past it.
Mm-hmm. Well, that ball just wanted to get out of there. There we go.
Yeah, he needs to farm to 1740 here, but he's doing a good job on. I call those fire breathing Goomas. I don't know what anyone else calls them.
Ouch. They, you know what? That's a good, yeah, that's a good way to put it. And that anti-fairy's hilarious. Because they
That
do.
anti fairy is troll of trolls, and if we could just jackhammer it, which he's trying for.
Yeah, but those ain't happening. I mean, like he's getting mollywopped. And the sad part is he can't blow his life spell because he needs to save it for fairy, but he took a death instead. So he
Okay.
got 2.
Yeah, because Horsehead gave him a 1-up at least.
Yeah, that's the great benefit, but holy smogoli, that is one mean anti-fairy, and so fast at that.
Okay.
There we
Finally did it. And wow, 9730 for attack 8. There's no way you're getting that unless you can get it on a crystal.
Heck yeah. And let's hope he doesn't get bunked into the lava, because that would be unfortunate if he had to replay this due to 2 lava baths.
Yeah, because he only has 1 spare life and he's going to need to burn a life to get through the door here to refill his magic.
No, he took a key.
No.
He had a key this time.
Okay.
Yeah, so he didn't have to burn fairy. So no tactical death, which is great. On VictorSantafe's side, though, that orange dark nut was just giving him a whole heap of problems.
Oh, fire's tied to spell. Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Which he is really spamming now. Oh, I see. He's not taking attack 8. He is using all those points to max out his health.
Very defensive strategy. Very good. I guess he figures out attack 7, I'm already strong enough. So let me just bolster my health so that way GP doesn't truthfully kill me too hard.
So
So
he's going into GP at 758. Interesting combination.
absolutely. I'm not used to seeing anything jkoper with 8 life. 8 attack? Yes.
I'm not used to seeing 8 life on any hardcore player.
Yeah. This is a dragon warrior person. I mean, he's usually attack 8 and life 5, magic 4.
Yeah. That's something we should mention about jkoper. He plays so many different randos. He plays all of the first three Zeldas in Rando, Dragon Warrior 1 Rando, probably others that I don't even know of.
Oh yeah, Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time. There is no rando tournament that doesn't have the name J Coper in it. Like literally, Cope is everywhere. And
Meanwhile, VictorSantafe is having some close encounters with some Lizalfos.
you're right. Amazing. I have seen him in Final Fantasy Rando. I don't commentate for that too much anymore, but yes, you're absolutely right. I have seen him in many Final Fantasy races, especially hardcore ones, because he's from the school of Will Bloodworth. And that's a person who plays Final Fantasy Rando with only one character, which is shenanigans all over the place.
And I'm told way back in the day, jkoper did some Mario games as well.
Yeah. Oh, Mario? I haven't seen one of the.
Apparently long ago. This came up at AGDQ last year when I saw him and Darbian talking to each other, and I asked how they knew each other, and apparently they knew each other from the Mario community, and I had no idea jkoper played Mario.
I didn't know either. So now I have to go in the YouTube archives and see how Coper runs Super Mario Brothers 3 because I do a lot of commentary for them as well. The Super Mario Brothers 3 rando community. And oh man, I wish I would have had the pleasure of.
We got a good answer from chat. He runs them left to right.
Nice. Oh, okay, I can do this. Waka waka. There you go.
And VictorSantafe, this is piece 6 we determined, right? That Victor's in?
Yeah,
Okay, so. Ooh, jkoper needs an emergency ferry there. And a spicy chicken to get by.
exactly. Because when you are in GP, there's one thing only you are supposed to fear. And uh, let me see if I can put that emoji up without things blocking it. No. Yeah, I see. Okay, I see all of that.
Oh, we're gonna take the Eon drop? Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
And this, in vanilla, this would be the room before Thunderbird. Who knows if that is here? Oh, and thank you, Corrupt Colonel, again for gifting another handful of subs here.
Yes, Corrupt. Oh my goodness, you are the hero that we need in these days and times. Thank you so much for supporting our beloved channel that we're able to, provide great entertainment to you guys. And we couldn't do it without you, and supporters like you, especially for all of our beloved viewers who's in the chat right now or who may be lurking and watching on different TV screens. Oh, thank you very much just for being you, you know? Without you guys, we'd be lost.
And jkoper here is waiting for everyone to take a lava bath. Victor Santa Fe looks like he's trying to farm the next level.
Yes, he is.
But he hasn't gotten to Barba yet, has he?
Um,
I didn't think so.
I
I
haven't
didn't
seen
notice a Barba fight.
I haven't seen the Barba fight on Victor Santa Fe's side. But I do see my chickens. Go get them, chicken squad. Because
Yes,
we
the orange ones that don't appear in the vanilla game, but they're in the game code, so we put them in rando. Why
no,
not?
absolutely. My chicken squad has to remain spicy And, without them, we wouldn't have as much fun in GP. That's why you always fear that emoji chat. Fear the chicken. There you go. Yes. Chicken men, chicken soldiers, spicy chicken soldiers. I'm blue double D double die soldiers. Yes, you have them all. But the chicken squad never fails. Ooh, this is just a terrible lineup on jkoper's side with the way the fire chickens were, the blue chicken knights and the orange chicken knight. That is just looking like a whole mess of death.
Yeah, and still no sign of either
Oh, goodness.
Thunderbird or Darklink.
No.
And we're
And
just about out of magic, too.
yeah, jkoper took a heck of a beat. Oh, he's going to take another heck of a beating.
But if he can get enough experience here, he could take a magic level, theoretically, just another 900 XP, right?
Yes, and I think that's what he's going to try to do. But the only problem is he's got to live. So I think right now he's just running for his life. He's like, no. And we have a dancing squad on VictorSantafe's side. They must have heard him playing the piano. And they were like, yo, this party's lit, y'all. And VictorSantafe was able to get out of that mess of Dance Dance Revolution Hyrulean style. And jkoper.
And yeah, I agree with Victor taking that ferry. Why wouldn't you at that point?
Yeah, why leave it stranded? I mean, there's no way that you are going back into that area ever again. You just don't want to see it. You don't want to know it. So let's see where he goes now.
Ooh, and without the jump spell, we can't hit that statue to try to get a red jar.
No. So all jkoper can do right now is just up stab away. Woohoo!
Oh, and he is on his last life,
Yeah,
and here we're back to orange chickens.
yeah, one hit right now, and Coper is down for the count.
But this is the fairy room.
Oh, here we go. How lucky is that? That is some luck. And then
Yeah, I noticed when he came through before, and it was a good decision not to take the fairy when he came through before.
yeah, he was hoping against hope. But magic is what he's going to need, because it doesn't matter, how much life he has if he gets to a key room and he doesn't have a key and needs to
Well, we're not
cast.
we're not going to have a key room in Great Palace.
Oh, that's right. That's right. What am I
No, the
talking?
issue is if he finds Thunderbird and doesn't have the magic to cast Thunder.
I meant to say a fairy block room where he has to cast fairy to cross it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
but
what I.
but these Bagus are giving him 50 XP each, so he really grinded a bit in that room, and now he's less than 500 away from that magic level.
Yeah.
And if he can just live long enough to get that magic level, I think he'll have
Well,
bought himself quite a bit of time here.
yeah, he's gonna try to just play as conservatively in terms of, hoping, oh, this is a mess.
Ooh, two chickens. One with
Yeah,
swords, one with fire.
the one with the knives hurts a lot. And he's so close. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, I think this one would do it. This should do it. I think it'll give
Yes, it
200.
was
Yep,
200.
there we go.
Oh, that was close. Meanwhile, we've got our outdoor barbecue going, and and Barba's bringing the fire.
Oh, and just in time for jkoper to get that level because here is Thunderbird.
Ah, nice. So, oh, but jkoper also had a tactical death. That wasn't tactical. It was just a death.
Because, yeah, he cast life, and I guess Thunder takes just enough that he couldn't do life and Thunder. Yeah, Thunder's still taking more than 64 because he's only got his magic up to 6.
Yeah. Well, remember it was a red Thunderbird that killed him, so I don't even think he casted Thunder yet.
Right, because when he got the magic level, he immediately cast life. That took off 2 bars, so he only had 4 bars left, and Thunder requires 4 and change, as you can see with what he
Yeah,
cast here.
that is so unfortunate when you have to take a tactical death like that, not knowing how much of GP is still left, and him being.
Meanwhile, VictorSantafe has taken down Outdoor Barba, placed that crystal. He still needs one more. He needs to do either Rebo or Karok. And I'm assuming it's going to be Rebo because we still haven't seen the trophy to get Reflect.
Yeah, he's definitely going P3. He's not gonna go anywhere near Palace 4. Palace 4 is just going to be orphaned, just just like some other.
Wow, that was a nice upstab used by jkoper there on that orange chicken.
Yeah, this is the one time we got to see upstab be actually useful. That doesn't happen too often. When you get to see upstab actually do something in terms of killing.
Now, mind you, because of these max rando settings, we don't actually know if Thunderbird was required. We don't know if we're going to find Dark Link here past Thunderbird, but here it's
No,
Dark Link, as I
yeah.
say that.
So Thunderbird was hard required.
Indeed, and this should be it. He just has 3 life bars, has to take down Dark Link because he is on his last life.
Yeah,
Can't afford to make mistakes here.
because if he gets a game over, that will be just pure tragedy.
As
But
VictorSantafe works on Rebanak, jkoper takes down Dark Link. Get your GGs in.
yes, everybody, get your GGs in. Those who did participate in our little gambling, congratulations to those of you who did go for jkoper. And he did finish with a time of 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 15 seconds. Oh man, GG's all around for that.
And Victor has placed his final crystal. Uh, Looks like he's going to at least give Great Palace a try here. And hey, I just got a nice points payout.
Nice! I didn't bet because I didn't think we were allowed to. Oh, rip me.
Yeah, anyone who's not a mod or equivalent can bet. And yeah,
Ah,
I bet 2,000 and got 4,800.
nice, 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 nice. Those points will always come in handy. And now that I know I can get in on the gambling, I'll be like what ZFG says, one of those gamblaholics. So, oh yeah, because
And
that's
it's,
like a within ZFG's room.
so VictorSantafe is gonna have a tough time in here because he has one fewer heart container.
Oh, that's good to know, boss. I didn't know that. I always try to remain impartial so that way nobody ever knows who I'm rooting for. But both runners are always so very good that you can't help but root for them both.
Yeah,
And
I just picked jkoper as a combination of, well, he won their last time they faced each other in a tournament, and people were betting a lot on VictorSantafe, so I figured I could get better odds betting on jkoper.
oh yeah, it's always good to bet on the odds sometimes because the payout is amazing. Like I'm not afraid to bet on a long shot in a heartbeat. That is until somebody comes and bets like 100,000 channel points, and then you see that payout go from like 23 to 1 to like 1 to 1.
And here's the man we were betting on, jkoper. GG's.
Hey, thank you.
Yes, GG is jkoper. You went in like a beast and you showed them who was boss.
Yeah, thanks. It
Yeah,
definitely felt like it went pretty smoothly.
yeah, and it didn't seem like it at the beginning. What were you thinking when you start out? And what is it like? 3 magic bars and 2 life bars was what you started out with.
Uh, well, it's always 4 magic bars to start. That doesn't.
Oh, okay,
That's not randomized. But yeah, it was either
but it was
2
definitely
or
two
3
life
hearts.
bars.
Yeah.
3? Oh,
Maybe it was 2. It was probably 2. I believe you.
Yes, you
Um.
had two. You started off with four magic hearts and two heart containers
Right.
worth of health.
Yeah. You know. I would just focus on taking life levels, and then found a heart, found another heart, and then felt pretty safe after that. Um. But speaking of feeling safe, though, I'm sure some people didn't agree with me farming before placing my last gem, but um, I think with that GP, it was worth it. That was a pretty arduous journey through there.
Oh no,
and
everybody
pretty
is.
touch and go for a while.
No
Yeah,
one's surprised at all by what you did because we knew you were gonna go for either. We're used to seeing Jay Coper with attack 8, so to see you go to life 8, that was amazing. You stunned us all on this side, but it definitely was the great play.
uh,
Ooh,
I guess no one agreed with it, or no one disagreed. So just the anti grinders weren't watching, I suppose.
Yeah, I was just more expecting you to just take attack 8 from all that. I mean, that
Oh
was pretty crazy. Nearly 10,000 for attack 8. I'm not sure I've ever seen it quite that high.
no, no, it's definitely not the plan to take attack 8. It's always like if I get attack 8, it's fine, but there's always a plan at the end to dump everything into life and maybe some magic. So
yeah, it's always. Oh, sorry about that. It looks like on Victor Santa Fe's side, we did have an unfortunate game over. So he's going to be tackling GP again. But back to you, the man of the hour, Mr. Coper. It is how did you feel about the seed overall?
um, I mean, the only thing that felt bad really was finding one and not having the glove and having to go back there. But it wasn't too bad to get back there even. So, um, and it turned out pretty well as it worked out. Being that the boss in one wasn't like immediate, and uh, I having the life levels and stuff in one to do the grinding was nice. Um, so it turned out kind of okay, even not having the glove there and having to come back later. But yeah, we pretty much had most of the stuff we needed, and then I found the raft pretty quickly, which was helpful. And then I found the hint for the glove, and I just had to find P2, and I found P5, and I was a little discouraged that I found it, even though I got the hint that the magic key was in 5. I was like, oh, should I dip this maybe and see if I can get the key? But then I went north and found P2, and I was like, okay, here we go. And I got the glove, did that, did P2, or then did P5, and then the only real question was, like, there was one palace that I wasn't gonna be able to get to directly, and I was gonna have to do some more exploring to find it. So I didn't want that palace to be Palace, or I wanted the one palace that I didn't find to be Palace 4, because the trophy for Reflect was in Palace 4, so it would have been a required double dip, and that would have been pretty inconvenient. Um, so it worked out that way that the one palace that I never actually saw was Palace 4, so that was really nice. And yeah, really fast seed. Other than GP, GP was just made you see every room possible, pretty much. So
Mm. No,
Yeah,
that
and sure threw a lot of chickens at you.
yeah. My chicken squad was actually, representing in GP. They
yeah,
they did a bit of a struggle there for a little bit.
there was definitely a room or two where I was surprised, like when I got the third orange bird knight there. I was like, yeah, that seemed a little excessive, but anyway, I got through it eventually, I guess, and it was really funny getting the magic level up right before Thunderbird, and then immediately casting life because my life was low, and then immediately not having enough for Thunderbird.
Right.
Yeah,
And
We
you had to take
noticed.
a yeah, you had to take a tactical death, and that must have been so painful to do.
yeah, but whatever. Oh yeah, I might have been able to survive without it, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. Um, yeah,
And I know you like those 700 P bags that were out there. Those came in handy a few times for you. In fact, I
yeah,
think them gave you the magic you needed to survive in one
yeah,
case.
yeah. Yeah, those were really helpful, especially at the start. It's why when if I get an opportunity to explore the east at the start, especially if I've already got downstab like we did here, um, like exploring the east is usually nice because then I can, or usually end up finding some of those big p bags over there, some free items. Having the boots too, of course. That was really uh, good in the east. But yeah, I did 2 races tonight, and they were both really smooth, so no complaints here on my end.
Oh, what was the other race? I think some people in chat mentioned Dragon Warrior.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, awesome. Congratulations on your win on that one.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. So, with this win, how many wins does that put you at?
This is my second, so that puts me in the bracket.
So, you are in the bracket. Congratulations on that. And who are you? Are you looking forward to facing anybody in the first round brackets?
Oh no, not at all. I'm not looking forward to face anyone.
So you, what you no long term rivalries, be like I want to take on like Trails in the first round. Let's go, crack my knuckles and
No,
I'm ready.
no. This community is it's not as big as it's been in the past, but the people who participate are generally very good at this game. So the bracket is going to be really strong, top to bottom, and um, it's going to be tough no matter what path you have. So
Oh, I can imagine that because I mean, looking at the Swiss rounds, I've seen some really top tier competitors on both sides of on of the aisle, and just to see how much you guys are going to be fighting in the brackets, and we can only imagine the level of shenanigan that is going to follow. So it's always good to see lots of shenanigans. But we know that you guys will always come out on top because as runners, you guys are the pros. I consider you guys to be the pros. And you guys always never fail to give us a show. You keep us on the edge of our seats with those really low health, I'm on the verge of dying type kills on the bosses. And just overall, watching you guys is always a pleasure to watch, you know?
yeah, thanks.
Yes. And I think Victor, if you can kind of throw in a little bit of commentary, I think Victor is nowhere near where you were at, Coper. I think,
I'm not watching. I
oh, okay. Yeah, he's not going
Yeah,
to,
he's in a totally different. Oh no, there he is by the ferry.
okay.
So I think if he goes up, he should find Thunderbird here.
Okay, so he wanted,
Yeah, no, he's backing out of it. That was the way to Thunderbird because, yeah, jkoper,
Yeah,
I remember when you grabbed the fairy here on this screen, and it was great that you didn't get it the first time through and saved it for the way back when you were like one hit away from game over.
which is kind of what VictorSantafe just had, another game over. So GP is rough, and if you take that wrong turn at Albuquerque, you're not getting away with it because you're not Bugs Bunny in this case. But this year, this GP is treating VictorSantafe like he was Wile E. Coyote chasing the Roadrunner. It has just been one loop after another and getting lost. So congratulations to you, jkoper, for figuring out that and being able to master the GP sorta unscathed.
Yeah, thanks. It was yeah, like I said, it was definitely not an easy GP. I don't want to say one of the most difficult because I've played an awful lot of GPs and I can't rank them all. And this is still a short GP, so it uh, uh, could have more rooms even than that. But that was a long enough path as it was.
Oh yeah, imagine if this was one of those long GPs with really tough enemies, really let's double the enemy set in those emoji rooms and block rooms. It was you would have had a rough time. Anybody would have had a rough time. And it's easy to get lost in this GP, which is what's going on right now. But, you know, I all I can say is really you did a great job. A fantastic job.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
And thanks for doing the restream and commentary and tracking and everything, you guys.
Oh, and thank you for giving us the ability to do so. Without you, we wouldn't have a show. And you guys make it exciting all the time.
Yeah, this game it's pretty easy to make it exciting, for sure.
I mean, I personally think it's the most difficult of all the Zelda games.
Probably. This randomizer is almost certainly the most difficult. It's so easy for this randomizer to put you in really tough situations.
Yeah.
So
The vanilla version of this game I didn't have too much of a problem with, but Rando being Rando is just brutal. And since, I typically choose seeds in A Link to the Past that are of the no logic variety, I tend to make these seeds a little bit harder than they already are. So yes, these randos can put the pain something fierce on you. You know, I don't know if there is a no logic version of this, but imagine, woo, it would be hilarious. But I don't think you have the ability to world break, on the level that you would Link to the Past. But
yeah,
just
there's no logic here. It's hard to imagine this game without logic. The glitches in this game aren't really conducive to doing things where you don't know the path already. So
yeah. So that's why I was saying this is the last thing that's in. Where is VictorSantafe going? Oh no.
Okay, well, he just went down the Eon drop, so we know that's on the way because I remember when jkoper went through there.
yeah, I saw that and I was like, I haven't seen any drop destinations yet that I'm aware of, so I might as well just take this probably. And I was thinking about checking the room to the right, and then the blue chicken was there, and I was like, let's just go down here. And yeah, he helped to encourage me in the right direction, so worked out okay.
Yep.
And there we go. And a second time, Victor gets the red jar rather than the red chicken.
Better to have that. That's always a good thing. And
Yeah.
oh man. But in the meantime, do you have Any other things that you'd like to say about this seed, jkoper?
Oh yeah. Just a demonstration or a indication of how smooth this went for me. So you can see up on my screen that's there. I'm pretty sure it's still there. That I only had a combination of 8 up and A's and game overs. I think those are all up and A's. I don't think I actually had a game over.
Yeah, I don't
No,
think you game overed.
you had
Yeah,
no gamers.
which is kind of crazy when you started with 2 lives. But at the same time, there were enough extra lives dropping here and there. But normally, in a 5 gem seed, I would expect somewhere between like 15 to 25. But I just kept walking and finding things, and
Oh,
worked out pretty well.
sorry, I have to wince. Because Victor Santa Fe got to the ferry elevator and went down to the Three Orange Chicken room, and ugh.
Well, if he didn't see that dead end yet, I don't blame him for going that way. That's the
Yeah,
more logical way to go.
well, the last time he was there, he went up and then backed out of it.
Yeah,
So unfortunately, yeah, he's now going to go all the way to the dead end and then have to come all the way back.
yeah, it's
I mean,
about
I
the
know you did the same thing, but
and not to mention this is the chicken room as well, and he has no lives. Zip, zilch, nada. So if he dies, that's it. That's all, folks. So, you know, I'm kind of feeling ashamed right now because he is taking a mollywop.
yeah. I still don't know how he's doing this on a keyboard to begin with, honestly.
And
Oh, and there we go, game over.
yeah, I don't know how I can barely do it on a regular keyboard. So to play the piano, like I told you, my music skills are of the variety of I can't barely do Three Blind Mice on a recorder. So uh, I have no idea, DHS, not a lick. So I'm gonna just say he lives in that other area of Hyrule, that no one knows about, but everyone plays. So he lives where the Oracle series is, because at least there they had a harp and
And here I just always assumed he lived in Santa Fe.
Kakariko. Yeah, he could live in Kakariko. That I could see that possibly. He's the one that substitutes for the windmill where you get vanilla Song of Storm, so he could be doing that. And I think that's exactly what we need. Instead of playing it like the angry windmill guy, he just, kind of plays it on piano, which probably sounds a lot better, because I low key don't like that windmill guy. Let's see. And this chicken knight is just being so mean. He's like, "You're
Well, he jumped over Victor, giving Victor the perfect opening to upstab, but he didn't take advantage.
nope." Wait a second. DHS, you ran it on a piano keyboard? Metroid Fusion? Woo! That, hey, just to complete it, doing that, I can do do re mi fa sol la ti do. Oh, not a piano keyboard? Oh. So you're a computer keyboard player like me. So good for you. We keyboard people, we have to unite when we play Zelda and stuff like that because most people play with controllers and then they laugh at us and say, "Get good, keyboard folks." And I'm like, "Well, yes, maybe one day I'll get good, but I'll only do it when Donkey Kong tells me." No, you're on controller. Oh, bummer.
I just realized that, like, those Bagus that were shooting their beams on the previous screen. Ooh, Victor
Yeah,
takes a death right before getting down the elevator. But we never got the trophy, so we never could get reflex. So Victor has no way to avoid those beams, even if he wanted to.
nope, not a lick. And the sad part is that Flying Serby had decided to snipe him on the way down, so that's why his little fairy, he only has 4 out of 5. And he's so thankful right now for that magic jar flying because he knows he's going to have to cast life again at some point, or fairy one. Okay, so he's doing fairy to go into the drop. But honestly, I think I would have held on to fairy just a little bit longer and just walked it out, kind of like jkoper did, instead of casting. Oh, that's unfortunate. He was hoping for a red jar, and he got my boy, the red chicken. Oh, God. Let's go, Chicken Squad. So,
Yeah, he'll double back and try again.
yep. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And there he goes. He gets his red jar.
But he is on his last life again, since he did die going down that elevator shaft.
Oh, that is very true and very, very unfortunate.
And he's gonna try those big chicken rooms again until he discovers that it's a dead end.
Oh, goodness, the pain is real. The only good thing we get out of it is more chicken time. So that works for me. More nasty, spicy chicken time. They're avenging their brothers and cousins and sisters, mothers and fathers that have been eaten by us, and probably all the cuckoos that have been eaten in Hyrule. So you go, Chicken Squad.
See, if you just take the risk here that, the chickens don't lead to anything, go up the elevator instead of down.
Yeah, I don't foresee.
Oh, he's going up. He's going up. We've got a chance here.
Let's see. I guess he kind of noped out of the other way because it was just too much pain. He's on his last life. He knows probably
And
a lot
that is
more.
great. Just follow this through. You will get to Thunderbird. Follow Thunderbird. You will get to Darklink.
Yes, you will, you will, you will.
Ooh, just watch your magic. You are on your last life. You need enough magic to cast Thunder. Oof. Come on here.
No problem. Because I don't think that's enough. Look at his magic.
Yeah, he's got 5 bars. Just as long as he
5 bars. I think it was.
Oh no!
Everybody.
I mean, at least if he survives this, he'll learn where Thunderbird is.
Yeah, but we need to give him an F for now. Because if he can't, by some miracle, and I stress that.
But we can really see how jkoper's attack 7 and life 8 paid off here.
Absolutely. jkoper with the way better decision. And yeah, the only thing that VictorSantafe is looking at right now is death. And I think he knows that. And it's another
Yeah.
What levels does Victor have?
6, 6, and 7.
It's hard to say without looking it up how big of a difference that makes. Sometimes it's not even that much difference between one or other, and sometimes it can be a huge difference because.
I mean, you were one-shotting the orange chickens. I remember that much.
Well, those always die in one hit. That they have like 0 health. The orange ones do. But attack 7 was definitely good. Like it was like 3 hits for some of those guys in there, and that's pretty good. But the orange ones always die in 1.
Oh, okay. It was definitely helping you on the spicy ones.
Let's see. I'm trying to find out that information to answer the question about life. I mean, not life, attack. What's the difference between attack 6 and attack 7?
What I really hated about this game as a kid is you finally slog through, you make it to GP, and then the enemies are just on steroids compared to everything you fought to that point in the game.
Too true. Too true.
And even the weak enemies, like the bots, suddenly take a gazillion hits to kill, and the Bagus are shooting fire rather than beams.
That is true. Let's see. That's just telling me. No, I don't need that. I need. That's the wrong thing. Let's see. I am looking. There we go. Okay, to answer the question, I finally found it. Attack level 6 has an attack damage value of 48, whereas attack 7 is 64. So
that's
a huge.
33% better, yeah.
So that's gonna. I can understand why he's having a problem now. Because jkoper had the better attack, most definitely.
What's it say at the life levels?
For life. Let's see. Actually, take a picture of that.
It should be on that same screen.
I wish, but
it says small damage and large damage.
Not for where I looked it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
Victor is not having luck here with that block, keeps getting chickens.
Attack level, let's go to life level. Life level. No page was created. That's peachy. They did spell, but that doesn't help us. Oh, that's why I couldn't find it. Because I was on Zelda Dungeon to get that. And Zelda Dungeon did have a stub for it, but just no one decided to put what was in it.
Are you looking at the vanilla numbers? Because the vanilla game is not the same as the random game. When I say look it up, I mean there's a tool to look at the ROM to see what the actual numbers are in the ROM.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Yeah. So yeah, that's different. Anyway, so I don't have it on this computer. I'm not gonna worry about looking it up.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
So I think Victor still has an extra life at this point. And he's at full health and magic. Yeah, it also doesn't help him that he got one fewer heart container than you got, jkoper. Oh, and he's going down again.
That's unfortunate.
So close. He was probably one room away from finally finding Thunderbird.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna hop out of here, you guys. Thanks so much again.
Okay, well, thanks for joining
much.
us.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you so much. We were hoping that we could have gotten you both in together, but it looks like VictorSantafe is having a rough time. So thank you so much, jkoper and Gigi again. And we can't wait to see what magic you're going to bring us in the brackets.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you, guys.
Okay, so yeah, VictorSantafe is just so helplessly lost. You can't help but feel bad. Let's see.
Okay, he's through those chickens.
Yep, he got through that.
And his reward is more chickens, and there he takes a death.
Yeah, he's taken a whole lot of deaths. I have to commend him on his dedication to wanting to complete GP. you gotta love it. You have got to love it. Let me see. Now I'm curious to know about that differential and how I can find it. Do you find it in the randomizer tool, or is it just something?
I don't know the randomizer tool well enough.
Okay. I am so sorry I couldn't get that for you. I was just going by off of vanilla. So off of vanilla, it is.
And at least on the comm stream, it looks like Victor's frozen.
Maybe he is at a level now where he may be forfeiting, maybe? Because he has been running through this and he knows that jkoper has won, correct?
I would think so. It shows him still in progress.
Oh, okay. So let me refresh it and see. Oh, yes. The refresh is there. So it was just my browser, I guess, that was acting like Twitch on a normal day, not working.
Okay,
So,
yeah, I mean, mine was doing the same thing, so.
yeah.
But it looks like he is on the right route here, as we saw from before.
Okie dokie.
So there's this screen, and then there's the next screen, which has some chickens on it.
Yes.
And if he can get through that, he will be a Thunderbird.
Yes, which is hard required. And hopefully he'll have a better time because he is out of magic again. So we're going to have to take a death definitely to get through Thunderbird because he has no magic. So we're looking at that death. And if he takes another death, because I think he only has 2 available lives left. No, 0.
He's on his last life, so all we can hope is that he at least makes it to Thunderbird and finally knows where Thunderbird is.
Yeah. we can only hope. And
If you can't get to Thunderbird and at least see where Thunderbird is and make progress that way, we may have to call it a night. In which case, we will just do a raid on his stream directly.
oh, okay. But he does know that jkoper has finished.
I mean, I have to assume he has the race time room open. There's no reason not to.
Because if he doesn't, he may be playing thinking that Koper is still playing. And that's why he's trudging through this and going through all the deaths. Because
yeah, it would be very odd not to have the race time room open.
Oh, they are basically required?
Yeah, because you have to be in there. How else are you going to dot done? So usually you look to see, and yeah, he takes the game over without making it to Thunderbird. So
yes,
I think at this point we're just gonna do a raid, and we can finish it up in his channel for anyone who wants to.
Yeah, I'm thinking that that might be a good option because he still has quite a ways to go. So
yeah, if he had just gotten to Thunderbird, then we say, okay, he knows where Thunderbird is. He'll do everything he can to conserve his resources to get there, but he still doesn't know that was the way to Thunderbird.
yeah, and he's going to keep casting magic, and he only has 2 lives. So he's been taking a lot of deaths, and he's already being met with a chicken right there. And let's hope that he can just kind of duck and dodge and swerve and just try to get through as unscathed as possible. So that way, you know, he can at least make it there with 1 life left. So that way he can take a tactical death if he needs to and be a very happy person.
Yep. So for those of you who want to keep supporting him, we'll raid Victor. I still got to do the end of stream spiel and such.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have any final thoughts.
Well, is there any games tomorrow that we should let
As far as the schedule shows, we don't have any more Z2 randomizer matches scheduled just yet. I'm sure there are matches that are being scheduled and such on the back end. So the earliest thing will be the Zelda 2 randomizer weekly race this Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern. That will be on the main channel.
It does look like tomorrow night at 11:59 p.m. Eastern, there is going to be Dr. J PhD versus Jackamus.
I did not scroll down
the main
enough.
ZSR channel.
Yes, you are right. We have that one you just mentioned, and then on Friday we've also got the Alan Heffley, who I believe is the tourney admin, and Zarnix. So both of those will be pretty good matches on Thursday and Friday. Why you guys picked an 11:59 start time, I don't know. It's kind of funny though.
Maybe on the West Coast they didn't want to pick midnight or people would get confused about which day it was.
Yeah, true. That's very fair.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a real late night shifter. So for all the night owls like myself, that'll be great to watch. We'll have something to watch instead of binge watching Netflix or what am I talking about? Instead of binge watching, well, I don't even have Netflix. I don't know why I said that. I canceled that so fast, man. They charge too much for nothing. But, it'll give us something good to watch instead of binge watching whatever we watch. Either it's Hulu, YouTube, Twitch, we have something good on Twitch to watch. So definitely if you want to be in the insomnia club with me, let's do it. Let's enjoy it. But
yeah, sounds like a good time.
Heck yeah, it's always a party, And if I do solo comm on that, I don't know if there's comm set up for it, but I have no problem with doing night shift solo com for the Insomnia Club. Would just make laughs, jokes, and have a great time and party it out. Show these day people what it's like. And that's all I have to say. Thank you so much to those of you who have stuck around. And I say GG to Victor Santa Fe. I admire his tenacity for continuing this.
Yeah, for those of you who want to support, we'll rate him and just, be nice and chat.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks so much, everyone.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Yes, have a good night, guys.